Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 18, The Mystery of the Thousand Moons, which is a really intriguing title. I am loving this season. There are not that many episodes left in Season 1, so I'm excited to kind of see how they choose to curtail it. And I have seen from my chronological order checking that I've got, like, it's basically all the episodes of the end of Season 1 apart from the finale, which airs in a later date. So I'm intrigued. Reminder, you can find the unedited version of these reactions on my Patreon. You get those 2 weeks in advance, and you can get the edited version 1 week in advance. So Season 2 will be started on my Patreon this weekend, and if you're watching on YouTube. And I'm going to go to 2 episodes a week rather than 3 for Season 2, just because there are more currently airing shows coming back. And yes, I want to make sure I'm enjoying the Clone Wars and not kind of thinking, oh no, 3 to go, I don't know. So yeah, let's go. Oh goodness. I thought that was going to be a contained episode. Oh, what's going to go wrong?
It looks like the chamber that holds the virus is missing.
A droid must have taken it.
Sound the alarm.
Uh-huh. Was it my cute little droid? I'll be very cross if it was.
I don't know, but
It was! I still love it. Oh, I'm sorry, little baby droid. I do love you, though. Oh, no, don't, though. Don't. You are a naughty droid.
Along with the rest of the planet.
Oof, just close all the borders. Lock down the lab, maybe? Oh, dear. Is the lab sealed? Because then it'll just be them in the lab, right?
Don't worry. Get inside, Captain.
Oh. Ahsoka! Virus got in, virus got in, virus got in, virus got in. Safe or not safe?
What's going on down there?
Remaining droids will try to break out. I'll do what I can to stop them.
Oh, be careful.
Not let that virus escape.
Yeah, it's good. It's still in the lab, so we can try and just seal that off and then save all other people. The Ahsoka's infected!
Put this on.
Not to cure it.
Yeah.
We don't have time for games. Patience, Anakin. There's more than one way to skin a womp rat.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, Anakin. Rage monster. When it becomes to people he cares about. But I can understand the anger here.
Anakin, the fastest way to save Senator Amidala and Ahsoka
Uh-huh.
is to get Vindy back to the capital and find an actual antidote.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. My master will find a cure for this virus.
She has such faith in him. She's gonna get so crushed one day.
Senator Amidala.
Find an antidote.
I think I found an answer for you.
Okay, good. That was quick and promising.
So
Let's go.
Oh.
you must move cautiously if you.
There's no time for caution. My Padawan is trapped down there, and so is Padme.
Oh, you don't add Anakin.
Senator Amidala.
Breathing.
Applaud your-
Still do the mission,
We can send
but you're not gonna help anyone if you go in rushing.
The doors are locked. How are we gonna get out? It's not our problem. Boy, that's a relief.
I'm sorry, Ahsoka.
Me too.
Don't worry about us.
She survives though.
We still have a job to do.
There
There
aren't
aren't
very
very many. Don't open that hatch.
Shoot him!
Looks like a graveyard
Uh-huh.
of ships.
Is this all people that have come to try and get the cure and have all died?
Not good.
No. Are these like rebel droids?
To Aigo.
Ah.
Anakin, wait! Wait!
Welcome to Aigo.
These might be nice, peaceful. I think they're not attacking you. They're saying welcome. And they've got face coverings and things.
Oh, that's our cue. Channel 2.
Oh my god.
Used a macro protocol to wipe them all simultaneously. Impressive.
We could use some of those as decoys.
You're Jedi, aren't you? You want me to show you how I did it?
Perhaps another time.
Yeah, we could use that.
Not. No one gets off this rock alive.
Hmm.
Not past Droll.
Droll!
Oh god. Come on, Ahsoka.
Senator.
Oh.
Compromised.
I'm so sorry.
Oh god, it's really infecting her.
On yourself.
This is getting better by the minute.
And watch out for the flying Zandu.
When they need to. They jump really far and land, and then when night times like this, they're just casually climbing. He's found a Zandu.
This isn't going to work.
Ahsoka,
Oh,
I'm alright.
no, you're not.
Those are the routes we'll...
Oop.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yep. He's just.
Too long with that.
I've got my spade. Look, plants, we're going now. We're very sorry we troubled you.
Those of us who were left can't leave because of the curse.
What is the curse?
Someone help me!
That was Taquito. He was a friend of mine.
Try to leave this planet, and your friends.
What caused it? Because clearly it wasn't always like this.
Too bad. I really like those guys.
Thanks for your help, kid.
Not to worry, J-Bo.
Oh. I think we found it.
Destroyed all the battle droids inside the compound, Master.
Mm.
Naboo is safe from further contamination. I repeat, Naboo is safe.
Yeah, but they're not.
Promise me that no one will ever open this bunker.
Feet are.
Slow down, Anakin.
Slow down. Slow
Mm.
down. You saw them, Master. They're dying.
A great leap forward often requires first taking 2 steps back.
And sometimes all it requires is the will to jump.
No, if you die, you can't help them.
We can have R2 fly the vulture droids as a decoy into the laser field.
And since we know what we're up against this time, we can destroy the laser emitter.
Cut
Yes.
a path right to Milia's prime.
Oh.
What a waste.
With all due respect, Senator, it's what these men were born to do.
No, it's so wrong.
Sacrifice brings us closer to peace.
He kicked her over, Roger over. Yes. Can they get their moon back now, or is it destroyed?
Your Padawan was brilliant.
Yeah.
I trust I'll see you soon, General Skywalker.
Yeah.
Of course, my lady.
Thank you, Master.
Oh, she's gonna be crushed one day. I love that episode. And the especially good news is surely now that that planet that has the route on it is totally accessible. So if it's a magical cure-all for, at least for this, we should go back and stock up on every planet or solar system, planetary system as they call it, should have a little stash of it. So should the Separatists try something like that again, we can whip it out and cure people. I really enjoyed that episode. I love, yet again, seeing the bravery of these troopers, who are bred for sacrifice. They are built to die. And obviously the people that command them, you know, their fellow brothers, the Jedi, the majority of them at least, truly care about them. They don't view them as just cannon fodder, but that is what they are. And so while they were willing to die and to fight, they fought until their last breath. You know, I could very much understand someone in that situation being like, look, I'm going to die. I'm just going to sit here and die. I can't risk my life anymore. I'm already dying. But they gave everything they could up until the last second. Same with Ahsoka. She led her people, she gave everything, she was at the front of that fight, even though she's like a kid. I love her dearly already. Padme, again, she was protecting Jar Jar, protecting all of them. She was willing to die for the people she believed in and was just hoping that this would be a sacrifice that would be worth something. They were also brave and dedicated, and they managed to save Naboo, because I don't know that there would have been enough of that route to save the whole planet had the virus got out. Whatever became of my cute little mischievous droid that caused the whole problem? I still think it's cute, but I do. I hope that's not the last time we're going to see one of that model, because I think I like it more than the Roger Roger robots, and I do love a good Roger Roger robot. A planet full of peaceful Roger Roger robots? Sign me up for 10. The planet itself is yet again another place, a place that you can see these separatists came and destroyed. You know, that's the sort of story you need to take to people who say, oh, we're pacifists, we're against the war, because yeah, the Jedi aren't exactly woo the war, but they're against just letting the separatists destroy everything. I hope that those people will be able to reclaim their moon, and everyone that was trapped there will also be able to leave. I think it was really interesting to sort of view the society they'd built up among this base that had once been a separatist base. How a kid ended up there, I don't know, but that kid is very useful. We could probably like keep his contact information because we need an engineer like that. And we need the code that lets you mass wipe droids, because how useful would that be to have like an army of our droids? But yeah, I really did enjoy this episode. I enjoyed the new world we discovered, the kind of seeing the bravery of these characters, and yet again we saw that Anakin loses his rational thinking when it comes to Padme being in danger, which is obviously something that will just get worse and worse and worse, and may even actually, it might have been that had there never been a war in which Padme's life was constantly in peril, he might have never reached the extremes he does reach, because childbirth would have just been like the first time in a while at least that he was probably concerned that she was going to die. He wouldn't have kind of been always living on the edge, am I going to lose her, am I going to lose her? It's hard because there are times where, yeah, the priority of the mission needs to be saving everybody, not saving a couple, but at the end of the day you try to save everybody, including the couple. But I really enjoyed the way they were able to kind of, he was able to push through, and although at this point, you know, there were times when he just went marching and killed some 7 innocent droids, 18 innocent droids, or whatever it was, he, at the end of the day, was able to listen to Obi-Wan, take it a step back and figure out a plan. That is the side of Anakin I wish he'd learnt to listen to. I wish that had been the side that had flourished. I'm intrigued about how the show is going to handle it, because with the movies you kind of, you know, first one you have a child, second one you have a teenager, third one you have someone that very quickly becomes like a mentally unstable child murderer. So obviously this TV show is taking us from the kind of teenager who thinks he knows the right thing and cares a lot and has lost a lot, through to, and is worried and battling with an inner darkness, through to the child murderer. And it's going to be interesting to kind of see his path and where he goes. We know that ultimately deep down he remains good, or he remains capable of goodness, like at the very end of, you know, spoilers for episode 6. But I'm just intrigued about how they're going to do Anakin's story. I think they've done a brilliant job of showing Ahsoka that he's her master, she's his Padawan, and she looks up to him. He is everything she wants to be. He is the best Jedi, and he believes in everything she thinks she should believe in, and she is just going to be destroyed, and I'm sad. This was a brilliant episode. A reminder, you can find the unedited version on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, and the edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.